Hello. So I was thinking, as I do often, and while I was doing that, a friend of mine walked past and he said, "Hi, chat." And I said, "Hey." And that got me thinking again about the implications of chat being the fourth person. Now, with that concept in mind, most times whenever you think of first, second, or third person, it's because of the lens you're viewing a story through. And because of that, viewing a story through the lens of a chat through a live stream seems a bit odd because chat itself is mostly incomprehensible of its thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Unlike first, second, or third, in which it's very easy to empathize with a character being portrayed that way. But you can still portray a character through the lens of that chat. It would just require, either making the jumble of whatever chat is, as in just a big stream of characters, words, and meaning, into a more concise form of what chat itself is feeling. Which is weird to say. I don't like saying that. But you can kind of boil down those thoughts, feelings, and emotions the same way you kind of could for first, second, and third. Mostly first and third. Second is just like recipes or whatever. And from that lens, you could glean more of a, understanding of how the internet feels at times. And I would imagine if you were to be writing in the fourth person, you would find out that it would be very now this is just hypothetical in my speculation, but it would be very radical, because that is simply how the internet is. Whenever you have this constant stream of opinions or feelings or thoughts or just words, you're going to have radical ones. Now, I suppose, due to the way that streaming works and kind of cultivates a certain community, oftentimes it's believed that a chat is a reflection of oneself, and because, you're bringing in what you kind of are, and that sense of reaping what you sow. Therefore, it is possible that, you could just have normal guy bring in normal chat. And then normal chat is normal fourth perspective. And if you were to write a story with that, or if you were to, we'll start with the story. You would probably find out that it's only kind of a novelty. I mean, I suppose that's what you could say about stories whenever they were first being created, of oh, that's just a novelty, it's not the real experience itself. But you can put so much meaning through stories that you could probably put a greater meta meaning just because of the medium you're writing through, that being the fourth perspective, fourth person perspective. That's weird. that you could find that meaning, although it would have to be incredibly deliberate, because it's the culmination of a large amount of people. But from the perspective of the reader, you only need to culminate that large proportion of people into the messages that, is in a chat. So the implications are pretty cool, and if there were to be anyone to possibly write a story from that fourth perspective, I don't know how you do that, but that'd be really interesting to read if done well, of course. Anyways, toodles.